DJM TV.
Welcome to DJM TV Daily News Update, your one-stop channel for everything news and gist happening all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time this video got to you. And if this is your first time of seeing any of our videos, please don't forget to go a step further, like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you'll be one of the first persons to know whenever we drop a new video. Now let's take you straight up to the main news. Breaking news. The Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly has been impeached. And this is still DJM TV Daily News Update. Mild drama has erupted at the Imo State House of Assembly as lawmakers in Imo State impeached the Speaker, Right Honorable Paul Emeziem, over allegations of abuse of office and gross misconduct. 19 out of the 27 members of the Imo State House of Assembly voted to impeach the Speaker, Right Honorable Paul Emeziem, and replaced him with Honorable Kennedy Ibe, the member representing Obowo State constituency. The impeachment of the Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly took place during the plenary session at the State House of Assembly in Owerri, the capital of Imo State. And the impeachment took place when 19 members signed a letter which was read on the floor of the House out of the total number of 27 lawmakers in the state. The impeachment exercise was carried out under tight security as the impeached Deputy Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly, Amara Iwuanyanwu, stormed the chambers with some lawmakers and security personnel to impeach the Speaker of the House of Assembly. Honorable Amara Iwuanyanwu, the former Deputy Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly, was impeached on the 2nd of November 2021 under tight security after a resolution that he was removed from office, and it was signed by 18 out of the 27 lawmakers in the Imo State House of Assembly. And shortly after the resolution was signed and okayed, the Speaker, Right Honorable Paul Emeziem, okayed the impeachment of his Deputy Speaker, Honorable Amara Iwuanyanwu, who in retaliation stormed the House during the plenary session on Monday, the 8th of November 2021, to order the impeachment of the Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly. This is still DJM TV Daily News Update. After Amara Iwuanyanwu, the former Deputy Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly, was impeached following a long time of reports of gross misconduct and insubordination that was leveled against him by some of his colleagues who had accused him of being high-handed, brash, and has used his closeness to Governor Hope UZODINMA to obstruct other lawmakers from accessing Executive Council members and truncating passage of populist bills by the House of Assembly. His impeachment was preceded by the recall of 6 suspended lawmakers after about 4 months. 6 lawmakers from the Imo State House of Assembly were recalled back after they were suspended. They include Honorable Uche Ogbuagu of the APC, Dominic Ezeroye of APC, Michael Kran, APC, Kennedy Ibe, APC, Ayadike Nwosu, PDP, and Philip Ejeogu of the People's Democratic Party. After that recall, there were also insinuations that the former Deputy Speaker had made attempt to hijack their salaries and allowances while they were on suspension. And as such, after his impeachment, moves to return him back to his former position through the back door has sparked a lot of outrage in the state, as some persons have accused that the governor of Imo State is trying to return the impeached Deputy Speaker back to his position in the Imo State House of Assembly. A former advisor to ex-governor Rochas Okorocha, Sam Owumedu, said that Iwuanyanwu could only return as Deputy Speaker if any court of contempt jurisdiction quashes the impeachment or 2/3 of the Assembly members re-elect him again as Deputy Speaker. He also said that since the impeachment followed the constitutional requirement of 2/3 of the members signing, The provision could also be used in giving him relief or bringing him back. 2/3 of the members could also sign and come up with a motion to violate or eclipse or submerge or overturn or reverse the impeachment. These are some of the processes with which the man could come back as deputy speaker. Although some lawmakers have said that no matter the closeness of the former deputy speaker Amarachi told the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, he stands impeached and any attempt to foist him on the lawmakers will be met with stiff resistance. One of the lawmakers had said that if Honorable Amara feels aggrieved over his removal as the deputy speaker of the House of Assembly, he should approach any court for a reprieval. But as it is, he said, I can tell you confidently that he won't cement that position again because his removal is popular in the House and also across party lines. The lawmaker said that the decision to remove him was unilateral and cannot be reversed. Any attempt to get the governor to reinstall him will fail woefully. He should return to the House and stop distracting us from the business we were elected to do. He said if he feels he has a case, he should head to a competent court of law instead of trying to force his way back into the position. Meanwhile, the embattled former deputy speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly has become a very regular face in the office of the governor of Anambra State. And it has been said that he is putting pressure on the governor to untwist the members of the House of Assembly to accept him back as the number 2 man in the House of Assembly. One of the ADs to the governor of Imo State, Honorable Hope Uzodinma, have said that the 18 members who signed the impeachment have been offered money to rescind their signatures. And he said despite the pressure, the governor of the state is being careful not to disrupt the relative peace in the House by insisting on the reinstatement of Amarachi. One thing is clear, said the governor's AD, the lawmakers are hell-bent on sticking to their decision, and this has put the governor in a dilemma. If you would ask me, Amarachi should accept that he is no longer popular among his colleagues, and he better accept his fate and work towards repairing the damages he has done in the House. If push comes to shove, Hope will abandon him and move on. This is still DJM TV Daily News Update. Now, following the removal of Right Honorable Amara Iwuanyanwu as the Deputy Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly, he stormed the chambers with some persons accompanying him to demand the impeachment of the Speaker of the House of Assembly. And as it is, the Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly stands impeached as 19 out of the 27 lawmakers in the state have signed the impeachment notice to the Speaker. So there you have it, guys. The Speaker of the House of Assembly in Imo State has been impeached, and his impeachment was, masterminded by the impeached Deputy Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly. A lot of drama took place at the plenary session this morning at the Imo State House of Assembly, and the Speaker of the House stands impeached. And there are speculations that the impeached Deputy Speaker is trying to convince Governor Hope Uzodinma to get him back as the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly. But others are saying that Hope Uzodinma should not overstretch his luck by trying to make himself very unpopular among the lawmakers, because he could also be impeached. So guys, what are your thoughts and comments concerning these issues we just brought to you? Drop them down below in the comment section. Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us till the end of this video. But before we go, we just want to let you know that we're also on Facebook and on Instagram at DJMTV. Also check out our website at www.djmtv.news. There we drop news 247 non-stop. Do not forget that you could also place your advert with us here on DJMTV News, and be rest assured that your business will get to the desired market. Well, so we'll come your way again with another edition of DJMTV Daily News Update. I remain your host, Laura Favor. Yeah.
DJM TV.
Fulani people don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to DJ TV.
DJ TV. DJ TV. DJ TV. DJ TV.
Some of the delegates and ask the question.
DJ TV. DJ TV. DJ TV. DJ TV.